And because no one cared to address the issue, the people who need the stimulus checks most aren't going to receive anything, and they're going to continue to suffer.
Keep it 100, I be feeling like Campbell soup over white rice, baked chicken with the skin on, yeah, Lowry's with black pepper, I'm fully seasoned with laughter.
What's good, 100%ers? It's your boy Dre, and welcome to my channel. Keep it 100, Dre. So, as you all know, the $1.9 trillion stimulus checks already passed, and many people, they received their $1,400 checks over the weekend. So, as I mentioned in previous videos, Joe Biden made a mistake by not giving a check to everyone. He made an eligibility requirement for people to get the checks, and if you made over 80,000, you just got nothing. That was a big mistake because 12 million less people got checks than Donald Trump. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about something that's very heartbreaking. So this isn't necessarily Joe Biden's fault. Actually, it isn't Joe Biden's fault. It's really the fault of every president we've had over the previous decades, including George Bush, including Barack Obama, maybe especially Barack Obama, because when Obama was in office, he had a supermajority in the Senate, a filibuster-proof supermajority in the Senate, and he didn't take care of this issue, so this issue still persists now. The Republican presidents, they just don't give a damn about the poor people. Democrats claim they care about poor people, but they clearly don't. And Joe Biden has a majority, so he can do something about this if he likes, but he's probably not going to either. So what I'm talking about is the people that need the stimulus check the most, the $1,400 checks, they're not going to be receiving it. And those are people who are homeless. Homeless people are not going to be able to receive stimulus checks even though they're eligible for it. So to receive your $1,400 stimulus check, you have to do one of three things. You have to either file your 2020 taxes, or your 2019 taxes, or you could have filed on the IRS website as a non-filer for 2019, and you could have received your stimulus checks either way. If you did none of those, you're going to get your stimulus checks as a tax credit when you file taxes for 2020. So you had to do one of those three things. If you didn't, you're not going to be receiving a check. So the issue here is homeless people, they have no way of filing their taxes. They have no way of filing as a non-filer because they're homeless. They live on the streets, many of them. Some are in shelters, but many live on the streets. And many who are in shelters don't have access to a computer, don't have the resources to actually file their taxes, to file as a non-filer. So people who need it most, they're not going to be receiving anything. So we have to do something to make sure that the poorest of the poor aren't just left out in the cold, literally and figuratively. That's a massive issue that people that need it most are not getting those checks. And here's the thing, why I said maybe Barack Obama especially is a large part of the reason to blame for this. Like I said, the Republicans say F poor people all the time. They don't care about poor people. Obama claimed he cared about the poor, the working class. Many people went homeless during the economic recession, and Obama didn't do enough to recover in the 2008 financial crisis. He didn't do enough to help people recover. In fact, he played a large part in the reason why so many people lost their homes after. But that's another video. So it actually costs way less to give all homeless people homes than to keep them homeless. But the Democrats, they don't care about the homeless people, so they're not going to keep them homeless. And many homeless people, they end up in prison, and that feeds the prison industrial complex, and that feeds the capitalist system. And the people that end up in prison because they're homeless, they perform free labor. Like in California, people who were in prison, they fought fires for free. Then when they came out of prison, they weren't allowed to be firefighters. Some make clothing. And then those same clothes they make for 5 cents a day get bought for hundreds of dollars and make massive profits for these corporations. That's why Barack Obama didn't want to address it. And that's why Joe Biden's not going to address it, because they don't care about poor people. The same way the Republicans don't care about poor people. They're two sides of the same coin. And because no one cared to address the issue, the people who need the stimulus checks most aren't going to receive anything, and they're going to continue to suffer. So that's all I gotta say for this video. If you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel. There's no word of the day for today. That's just the video I wanted to make really quickly about the homeless people. They're not going to be receiving stimulus checks, and they're going to continue to struggle. So if you like the content, again, like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you watching. 100%. Peace.
Well, I've been stacking up. Nah, really that ain't accurate, cause I just spent my whole damn advance in the past couple months just to compensate for times we ain't have enough. Ooh.